This is First Coast News on your side. We begin with breaking news.
And that breaking news tonight, you've been watching NBC's special report of a Manhattan jury finding former President Donald Trump guilty on all charges in the historic criminal hush money case. ABC's coverage continues right now on ABC 25. And thank you for joining us tonight for First Coast News at 6. I'm Anthony Austin.
And I'm Jeannie Blaylock. We're glad you're with us. You're getting a live look right now at the former president's motorcade. In the last hour, the jury announced its verdict, guilty on all 34 counts. Donald Trump is now the first former president to be convicted of a felony for falsifying business records in a scheme to illegally influence the 2016 election through hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels.
And it's stunning to see 34 counts, 34 guilty verdicts, all felonies. The sentence will be set by a judge in July. It can range anywhere from probation to 4 years behind bars. That sentencing date has been set for July 11th. The former president spoke shortly after hearing the verdict.
This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this area. This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here. You have a Soros-backed DA. And the whole thing, we didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent man, and it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political opponent. And I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end, and we'll win, because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess. We're a nation in decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now from prisons and from mental institutions, terrorists, and they're taking over our country. We have a country that's in big trouble. But this was a rigged decision right from day one with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case, never. And we will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
So again, a major historic event unfolding right now, as you're seeing. And we're on your side tonight with some legal analysis of this guilty verdict.
Our Jessica Clark spoke with local attorney Shannon Schott about her reaction to the verdict. Jess.
Well, good evening. Yes, indeed. So as the verdict started to come down, we all started to wonder in the newsroom, well, what happens now? Will he be arrested? What's the next step? And so we called our legal analyst, Shannon Schott, immediately as the guilty verdict came down on all 34 counts. First, she was surprised. We were the ones who told her about the guilty verdict. And she was also surprised at the speed of the deliberations. We're talking about 9+ hours that the jury spent deliberating. Also, she said it is up to the judge to either take Mr. Trump into custody or let him go. Now, obviously, the judge allowed Mr. Trump to leave the courthouse. Shannon Schott told me the judge could have decided right then and there to put handcuffs on him and lead him away. Of course, she says this case will be appealed. She says Trump's team will hire appellate attorneys. She expects that an appeal will be filed within a month. And as for the verdict coming back today after 2 days of deliberations, again, 9.5 total hours, Schott says that was fast.
Certainly it's surprising with all of the evidence, with all of the testimony and all of the charges that they were able to deliberate and come to a decision so quickly. 34 counts is a lot. Certainly it's very shocking just to be charged with that many counts, let alone to be convicted.
Shannon Schott was still trying to wrap her mind around what had just taken place. She says, you know, this nation and our society are in uncharted waters now that a former president and presidential candidate has been found guilty of felony criminal charges. Now, how this impacts the election, and could Mr. Trump be in prison come election day, which Schott says is very likely now, we will have to see. A sentencing date is scheduled for July 11th. 4 days before the Republican National Convention. Live in the studio, Jessica Clark, First Coast News. On your side, back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Jessica. And First Coast News will continue to follow this breaking historic news on air and online. To read more about what comes next for the former president, you can search for this story on firstcoastnews.com and the First Coast News app.